This episode is brought to you by Old Navy. You can shop Old Navy's Studio Smooth collection in-store and online at oldnavy.com. Of April showers, spring Mayflower. Yes.
Truly, I'm ready for these Mayflowers.
Sometimes, you know, growing up is realizing, like, I'm going to be better on this phone call if you give me a little bit to think about what I want to say to you.
I wanted my phone to not be on Do Not Disturb and no one reaching out to me. I don't know how to explain it. As long as I can do my own thing and you can do your own thing, we are fine.
Sweet 16s and driverless car.
Oh my.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Brooke.
And Danielle. Hope you're all having a very fabulous day on this fine April. April, it's your birth month.
It is my birth month.
Happy birth month.
Thank you. And it's really been the epitome of April showers, spring Mayflower. Yes.
Truly, I'm ready for these Mayflowers. Let me tell you.
I know. I always forget, like, because I'm like, spring, yay. And it's like, you know, but like, you know, we're blooming. Like,
I know.
We have to grow.
I know. It is so crazy, but you're turning 28 soon. How do you feel?
That's what I was going to talk about as my panic. So we'll get into it.
Oh, perfect. I can't wait.
Perfect. No, natural segue. The gals are back freshly from LA, kind of. You
know, pretty fresh. This is a pretty fresh episode, let me tell you.
It's very real time. When we're recording this, it's like going up like very, very shortly after.
Yes.
So you get the real...
You get the real deal. The gals we have new inside jokes that will probably come, you know, we'll chat about. And we had the best time. I went from Austin, Texas to LA, met Brooke there, and we got some beautiful sunny weather. We hadn't been to California in so long.
I know.
Which was so nice.
People are always like, why? Oh, you guys are going, like, we had a show, and, you know, people are like, why are you staying for like 3 nights? And we're like, well, we do try to bang everything out while we're in LA. It's kind of, I forget, it's like a big trip from the East Coast there.
It is a big trip to go. I mean, we're 3 hours behind, you know, like the timing,
the travel
everything.
Day, it's like a long travel day.
It is a long travel day, but it's so fun. And then we had our Irvine show. Shout out to Irvine. We are obsessed with you. The audience was so fun.
So fun. And we were a little nervous, not just like just because it was our first show on the West Coast. And we're East Coast girls, you know. But you guys really showed up and showed out, and the energy was just immaculate. And the
it was
stories
amazing.
You shared, we'll never forget you, Irvine.
Yes, literally some great stories. So we have one show left, and that's June 26th in St. Louis. We are so excited. There will probably be some special guests there, you know, family, friends, all the stuff. So definitely come. I was talking to someone about it today, and I was like, it's really going to be our last hurrah. It's going to be a really fun, wholesome show. So we really hope you guys are coming. Get tickets. It's going to be a really, really fun time.
Make Danielle look cool in front of her extended family.
You guys know, if you've been around for a while, you know, every single year I have a family reunion in Southern Illinois, which is, you know, fairly close to St. Louis. So Brooke was like, when we were rescheduling and trying to figure out when to do it, it worked out. She suggested, she was like, wait, isn't your family reunion around that time? And I was like,
you can just go right there, because you've been Danielle's been pushing her limits with the one trip into the next trip.
I know. Brooke said no more, Danielle, no more,
because it's like you can do it so much, but then you get to a point where it's just like, this isn't like, I'm not even enjoying the individual trips when it's like one trip into another trip, and
you're thinking about, well, because you should say you were supposed to go on a trip right before California.
I was
supposed to be in the video.
I was supposed to be in the video. That was the first time I've ever like canceled a trip that close.
Yeah,
got my money back. Don't worry. Like,
of course,
if it was like
got those points back.
If you didn't get it back, then I would bet your bottom dollar I'd be there.
I will be there, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Yeah, I fully booked a trip. With Ben and I were going to go to Vegas because I was like, what's a good trip that, you know, we can do that's on the West Coast? It kind of gets me over to California, but it's also like, you know, we could just book some experiences and do it. And it just was approaching, and I just was getting more and more like not feeling like I wanted to go, like the days leading up. I was like a week out, probably like having doubts. Like I just was
having jitters.
Yeah, because we were traveling like right before that too, where we probably, it just felt like we've been doing a lot of things. Yeah, and I was just like, I don't know, I just feel unprepared for California, and I want to go into that trip like really well rested and everything. So, you know, we talked about it, and we're like, all right, there's really no need. Like, this was simply for fun. Like, there was, and we had just,
and you live with Ben. It wasn't like you were going to see him and like reunite. Like, you could be together no matter what.
No, I booked it with my Amex points, honestly, and it was great. And like, they say that you can't get the points back, but if you message them, they'll give you the points back.
Oh, good.
Like, because there's usually like a cancellation policy, like, you know, you have to cancel within 72 hours or like whatever it is. But they gave me the points back, and then with the Delta, obviously, you know,
Delta
you get
is
everything done,
everything. So. The gals love Delta Airlines. Oh, that's so fun though. So you went. Yeah, Brooke,
so I didn't go. I was home that
I don't know why I said so you went.
No, and it was needed. I feel like it was a good, you know, I've been enjoying my rest up before. And I feel like this past weekend we got back and I was just kind of locked inside. And I feel as I get older, I realize I definitely am an extrovert. But like when we have a big week, especially like a lot of meetings and we do a show, whatever, like I really am doing the most. I feel like I'm literally like dancing with the fucking, like with my tap shoes on and like the hat.
Yeah,
like
of course.
I feel like I'm like,
and you are.
You know? And then I go home and I'm just like, no one talk to me.
No
you
one.
know?
Do not text.
No,
as we used to
my
say.
parents were literally texting like, "Hey, are you free for a call?" I was like, honestly, I need a few minutes. Like, I need not even a few minutes. I needed hours. Like, I needed my me time.
1000%.
Yeah.
That also is my panic of the week. So we can talk about that as well. But yeah.
But you went from, so with that being said, you went from Texas to LA, but you had a wonderful time on both trips. So
yes, I went to Texas. My hallmates from freshman year, I literally call them my hallmates, but we're like fully don't live together anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were talking about with Brett in last week's episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mentioned it on the podcast.
I mean, she was like best friends. She's best friends with her hallmates.
Yeah.
They just are like her college
They're
friends.
just her friends. Yeah, my college friends. So yeah, we went to Austin, Texas. I guess I already kind of talked about it a little bit, but it was a really fun time. But so yeah, I went from there to California, which it was also nice because I was coming from the West Coast already, or, you know, Southwest, whatever, going to California, which is great. But it really does catch up to you. So thankfully I had Brooke there, and, you know, we chilled. Like, I definitely canceled on some plans that I had while I was in California, which I was bummed about, but like the show was what was important.
The show must go on.
And the show was amazing. Like, we got off stage and we were like, that was like, one of our managers was like, that was your best show. I was like,
like, oh my God.
Which they don't always say. So it was like,
no,
we think it's a good show every time. But.
No, of course it's a good show every time. But there's some that were like, wow, that was like especially like magic. You know? Like,
and we just know because we've seen so many.
Yes.
Or we've been.
And it's honestly crowd dependent too. Like, it's fully like the energy that like you guys bring and stuff too. It's not just us being like, we did great.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's just like this rapport that we get with the audience. So it was really fun. But yeah, so then we were flying back. I took like a 6 a.m. flight. I'm not complaining, by the way. I'm just explaining. We're going to go, okay? So I took off 6 a.m. on Thursday morning. Brooke like slept in as she should.
When you're departing Los Angeles. So keep in mind, bear in mind, Danielle goes from the Thursday prior to that, or the Friday.
The Wednesday night, Friday morning. Yeah, I left for Texas.
And then you went to LA on
Monday.
And then
Thursday after the show the night before. So Wednesday night we had our show. Thursday morning I woke up at 4 a.m. I was so determined to not wake up Brooke. She was so nice. She was like, you could literally do whatever in the morning. Like, I won't wake up, which was so nice. But I quite literally zipped up my suitcase before bed. I got dressed in my airport outfit. And so much so, this is like gross, but I like put all my toiletries, everything zipped up because I also didn't want to worry about it in the morning. I wanted to literally wake up and walk out the door and put on a jacket, whatever. And so we were like going to bed and I was like, oh my God, I just took my melatonin gummies. Like, now I need to brush my teeth, whatever. And so I was like, Brooke, could I like finger brush with some of your toothpaste? Brooke was like, you could take out your toothpaste. I was like, no, it's already zipped up.
I was like, why don't you put it on in a bag on the top? Like, there was definitely like other solutions that could have been done, but I appreciate it. I really am a pretty heavy sleeper. So like, I was like, I really am going to be fine. I think
we never talked about it. Did you? You must have heard me.
I heard the alarm, but then I fell instantly back to, I was so tired. We had fallen asleep maybe at like 1:30 or 2.
Yeah.
So really got like 2 hours of sleep. And that stint. Then you go to the airport, and then you were able to sleep. Why did you have to leave so early? You should probably talk about that.
Oh, yeah. I left early because I was going to an event that night that I was like contracted for and I was really excited about. So I was like, I will make it work. I will land.
You were on a job.
You were on a job. Thankfully, I did the earliest flight because I toyed with doing like the 8 a.m. flight. Anyways, I'm glad I didn't because, JFK is just getting harder and harder to leave these days. Like, it's just so much traffic. There's a lot of construction outside of JFK right now. So I didn't get home until I had 30 minutes to get ready to go to this event. So I did that. And then Friday, Brooke and I ended up having some like in-person meeting stuff. And then I don't even know what I did Friday night. So then I just had all these plans that I had made for that weekend because I was like, oh, it's my only weekend that I'm in New York. Yeah. I just like, basically what I'm trying to say is I wasn't really alone this whole weekend. Ryan was out of town. I was like, oh my God, I'll like really chill this week. No.
Filled it in. You filled it in. Yeah.
I filled it in, and whatever, it happened. It was so fun. But then come Sunday, I like wasn't able to have a proper Sunday reset because I was doing other things, whatever. And my mom called me. This is so classic Faisal Michelle. She's like, hey. And I could barely hear her. I was like, Mom, could you speak up? She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was just in a sound bath. And so I think my energy's coming back. I was like, it was the same thing where she had texted me that morning and she was like, can you hop on the phone? Like, we should catch up.
Yeah.
And internally, I was like, oh my God, I don't think I can handle that right now to talk to anyone like that long.
You just needed to process your thoughts. Sometimes, you know, growing up is realizing like, hey, I'm going to be better on this phone call if you give me a little bit to think about what I want to say to you.
Exactly.
Right?
So I was like, I didn't call her that morning, and I was like, I'll call you later. And so later that day, we chatted, and she had just gotten out of her sound bath. She was so peaceful.
Love that.
She was like, how are you? And I was like, honestly, I was just like, my suitcase is still unpacked. It's still not unpacked. Ryan's about to be here, and I want to see him, but I haven't had any alone time. Like, I was just going on.
The conflict.
So I think we need to get you to a sound bath. I was like, yes, I would love to do a sound bath. And she was like, you know what? I wanted to catch up, but you're going to get off the phone. You're going to go take a hot shower, and you're going to just, whatever you have going on the next hour, you're not doing it, and you're just going to sit. Because I was trying to unpack. She was like, your suitcase can stay unpacked for another day. Like, it's just fine. Another hour, whatever. So my suitcase is still unpacked, but I needed that because I took an hour to like chill, whatever, before Ryan got there. And I was so much more charged up for when he got there. And like, we watched White Lotus, and it was so nice. But yeah, so that was my panic when my mom called me, and I was like, oh my God, I actually can't talk right now, and I can't explain why.
Yeah, no, I completely get it. And people listening, maybe you're like, yeah, I don't understand. You work for yourself.
Whatever. I know,
like,
I realize that sounds.
But the thing is that, no, but it's not though, because I feel like the people who you work, well, also I will say, which we can talk about, like just getting older, like I do notice like the energy shift. Like I used to just be able to, my capacity when I was 22 versus now is fucking ridiculous. I'll say that. Like I'll just straight up, like I used to be able to party until literally 2 a.m. Wake up, go to work. Like I just was able to do it. Like now I feel like I just, it's slowly over time it just progresses to a point that you're like, wow, this really affects me more.
Totally, 100%.
So that's like one piece of it. The second piece is that I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and I feel that that's fair to say on both ends. I feel like that it's a lot of internal pressure that's it's like, oh my gosh, I have to be I have to get everything done on time, and I want to be present around my boyfriend, and I want to talk to my mom, and I want to show up for these friends that are important to me, you especially, in a good way, because it comes from like a good meaning. But
no, I know it definitely does. And so then you get hard on yourself, and then I just feel bad because I feel like it always falls on like the people closest to me.
I get that,
which is just how it is though. And that's, you would hope that they feel the same for you. Like I would hope that if I called my mom and I'm feeling down, but she's like not in the place to help me, I would hope she'd be like, I mean, she was like, I just did a sound bath. I'm going to protect my peace, basically is what she said. But she was also trying to help me. But anyway, so that was my little, I guess I didn't prompt it, but that was my panic of the week, where I was like, oh my God, if I just felt so like, and I know they say you could put your phone on do not disturb, but then that makes me anxious that like I could be missing on something. I wanted my phone to not be on do not disturb and no one reaching out to me. I don't know how to explain it.
I get that.
It's like
sometimes you like even just see the text coming in and you're just like, oh my God, I don't even like, don't want to ignore this person,
right?
But I also don't want to be rude and be like, hey, please don't text me right now.
Yeah, exactly. So
it was a fine line of both.
Yeah, it's a great problem to have.
To ignore. I've been ignoring texts left and right. I need to like really work on that. I mean, not like if one, more so.
I definitely wait on texts, if that's what you mean.
You do wait.
I do wait. I'm like, I can't address this until I'm in the right setting.
Yeah, but I feel like then you batch reply, and it depends. Yeah. It's kind of like, I just watched this, now I'm comparing everything to The Pit, this hospital show that I just watched. Yeah. But they do triage, where they do the order of like importance. Like, someone comes into the emergency room and it's like, oh my gosh, you're bleeding like out, like you need to be seen first. Oh my gosh, your head hurts, like you need to be seen last. Like, like,
yes, that's what I do with my text graveyard. That's what I do. I'm
your
like,
text graveyard is triaged.
Yeah.
It's order of importance.
It is. It's top of time sensitive, or whatever it is. I can't like mentally. That's how I'm with my emails too. Oh my God, Brooke will be like, let's respond to this email. I'm like, okay, I'm not from my computer. Like I don't know. I'm weird about.
But then you're good about getting it. Like, I mean,
we both get it done. We get her 100%. done.
100%. No, I have an email graveyard, I will say, of like that I just have them flagged for like literally a rainy day. It's been raining. I've been around.
No, or do you ever forward it to yourself or we use different email apps. So like your email email app's different
I
than
don't.
mine.
I've never done that, but I mark it as unread. That's my
Oh,
thing.
always. Like, I'll read something and immediately unread again.
Yes.
It's like, I can't really take that. I do that for text, too. Do you do that for text?
Mark as unread. I started
Yeah.
to do that. Yeah.
What kind of text are you ignoring?
I feel like if it's like a back and forth banter, sometimes group chats, like I'll just be
Yeah,
like,
you're
I
not-
wasn't
yeah.
live in it. Like I missed my chance. Like I'll read
Yeah.
it later. Like, you know, I see there was you, me, and Katie the other day, and
Yeah.
I wasn't live in it, and like I got to it like an hour or two later, and I like scrolled up, and I was like, oh, I have so much to catch up on. Like, and eventually I got back to it, but like,
Yeah, I
you know,
don't
in the
think
moment I
you-
wasn't live.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what you mean
Or-
about that.
I'm trying to think. I really do try to get back to most people that reach out
I-
to me. I
'cause
sound like I'm
that's-
so
I asked-
cool. I'm like, I try to get back. No, like please. There's also people that I text that don't get back to me. Like,
Yeah.
let's be so for real.
No, I only ask because I feel like you are really good about getting back to texts.
yeah.
But I think I'm high on the triage for you. Maybe.
You are. You're constantly bleeding out. No offense. It's like, yes.
Constantly bleeding out. You're on the
Yes,
triage.
like you're up there. Let me tell you.
Same to you.
Yeah.
What was your panic? Of
My
the week?
panic. So speaking of April, so it's my birthday month.
Yes.
Yes. And I haven't been like, you know, this is like a yellow panic for me. Like it's not like too crazy, but
Yeah.
I just have been having one of those like realizations where I'm like, holy shit, like, you know, another year.
I know.
Another year, you know.
Another year.
And it's not that I feel like I feel fine about the year. I feel like
Yeah.
I had a really good year. I feel
You had a great
you know,
year.
like, you know, things are going well. But
You've
you
moved
always
in with
could
Ben
be,
since your last
Totally.
birthday, right?
Yeah, no, I bought an apartment,
Yep.
a condo. I like in theory, amazing. Like, you know, so great. But people always used to say like, oh, I just feel weird around my birthday. And I always was like, not me, give me the fucking tiara, bitch. Like
Yeah.
it's my birthday. Everybody look at me. Like I love it. And this is the first time that I've ever been like, I feel weird around my birthday. Like, and I don't know. I don't think it has to do with getting older. Like I don't.
It's just
think.
like you evaluate your life a lot. Like it's almost the new
Yes.
New Year's Eve. Like
Yes.
I know what you mean. I've
You're
started
so
to feel that
right.
way as well. It's like you get so excited about your birthday and now it's kind of like, oh, my birthday.
Totally. It just feels like, oh, okay, it's my birthday. Like I feel obligated to have to do certain things because I used to be I am still at my core a birthday lover, but I think
No, guys,
you know,
I
managed
literally
to
was like
evaluate.
months ago,
I
2 months ago
know.
or so.
You were trying to play my birthday party. I was like, I don't even think there's no party. There's no
I know.
party.
More so, I was like, I just want to make sure I'm in town because April, I'm gone a lot. And
Yeah.
I was like, you know, and Brooke was like, I really don't think I'm having anything. I'm like, are you sure? Because like, if I'm missing something, I'm going to be really upset. And I really don't think you really are.
No, I'm going to. I mean, I am like celebrating
Yes.
Saturday, and I've had this plan for a minute with like literally like my best friends from college. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like you know, that's it. Like, period. Because it's also as you get older, like you have friends in different groups, and you know,
It's like, how
I'm
do you mesh them all?
You know, and I'll celebrate with my boyfriend. I'm
Yes,
gonna go to
of
Florida
course.
on my actual birthday and celebrate with my parents.
That'll be
Ben can't
so
go, but
nice.
yeah, just to be with my parents will be really
Yes.
nice. I've been wanting to go for like more than like a day, and I finally found like a block of time
I
that I was able to
know.
go. So all is well and good, really, in the world, and I am, you know, everything's good. It's just that weird. It's a weird new feeling for me.
I know. No, it totally is. It just like, I mean, you were the girl that had the huge Sweet 16 party and wore the dress and
Literally.
the whole. I would pay so much money to have been at that party.
Ugh.
Like that would have been. Wasn't it like fire and ice themed? or
Fire and
something?
ice theme, you know.
But you were fire or no?
I wore red.
You
and
wore red, but
everybody
people
else wore
could
black or white.
black or white. Right.
It was
right,
like up to you to choose what you
up
wanted
to your
to wear.
discretion.
Yeah,
So
up to your
epic.
discretion. And then my VIPs wore red shoes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I can get a picture. Yeah.
So let's do a breakdown of. So you turned 16. It was not a bar mitzvah.
No. So
This was
on
fully-
Long Island, did you ever watch the MTV show My Super Sweet 16?
Yes.
That is Long Island. Like, I don't know.
Oh
how to
my
tell you.
God.
Like, that is just the culture. Like, it's like, oh my gosh, you know, there were sweet weekends that you had multiple Sweet 16s, one on Friday, one on Saturday.
Wow.
Sometimes you decline one.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
you're like, it's like, how many are you going to? Sometimes I feel like it's big bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs.
Yeah.
My town was definitely more Sweet 16.
Okay.
And it's kind of nice because people had like communions, confirmations, like of
Yeah.
course too, but it's not religious. Sweet 16.
No.
It's literally just a birthday party when you turn 16, and I feel like some of them are completely outlandish, like
Yeah.
you know, and bring in the car, like
I know. Wait, so yeah,
like, epic.
where was yours? Was it at like a venue?
Yeah, it was at like a catering hall. I
Wow.
think it's now a restaurant.
Oh my god.
I don't even know the name of it. It was like Crestwood something or other.
So you had it at a catering
We,
hall.
like,
There was a
toured
DJ.
venues.
Give us the breakdown of Brooke's Sweet 16.
Brooke's Sweet 16. No, we like legit toured venues. Like that's why I'm prepared for wedding planning, because like, you know, we scoped out. My mom's like, nope, not gonna work. The bathrooms are no good here. You know?
My gosh. She's going to be great when you're planning a wedding.
No, she's great. I will say my mom, excellent. With
Excellent.
You know, and you don't want to do it where everybody does it. Like you
No,
have to be like,
you have
you
to
know,
be different.
You have to be so different. Let's do a breakdown.
Theme, Fire and Ice.
Theme, Fire and Ice, brought to me by my mom. She like one day, like I feel like I just have a memory of her like opening the door and being like, Brooke, I got the best theme for your party. Fire and
for
Ice.
your party.
I do remember we worked with an events company
Company.
called Geo Events. I
Geo.
swear they made me a logo. Did I never show you the sweatshirts?
Yeah, I've
that I
seen
have?
it. I've seen the sweatshirts.
That have the Chanel logo.
Yes,
with
yes,
the
yes, the
O's. So it's
logo.
like Brooke with the 2 Chanel C's. I didn't even know, to be so far. I didn't even know what that was at the time. Like,
Oh my God, your mom knew.
of course. But I mean, I remember knowing like, oh, this is a designer symbol, like whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't think I really
We didn't know it was
quite
Chanel.
understood.
I
Like,
remember it was popular. Like people had the CC earrings
Yeah.
and stuff. So maybe you were just like, oh, I've seen this.
No, they came up with it. The events
right.
company.
But when they
yes.
presented it to you, you're probably like, oh,
Yeah. No, they fully
They
like
gave
there
you
was
the
like
drafts.
packages. I remember like meeting with them. They like gave us like a flash drive, and like this was like a premium service, but we didn't do like the full package because
Okay.
my mom was like, look, I can handle some of it. You know?
yeah,
So
we
did,
can
like
do
one of
the
those ones,
supplementary package.
but it was their party as much as it was mine. Like they
Yeah,
invited all their
their
friends,
family friend-
and
yeah.
it was, you know, like obviously they care about like the bar and stuff, the kids. I just wanted to make sure chicken tenders were on the menu, and they were.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I remember it was seated dinner.
Oh, it was seated dinner.
Because you know we had to do a seated dinner. That
And I'm sure, was there a
important.
cake where everyone sang to you
Yes.
with candles?
Oh, we did I did a grand entrance.
What was
Did I
the
tell
grand
you?
entrance? Yeah, I know. But
Alicia
for the
Keys, This Girl Is on Fire, because, you know,
Fire and Ice.
of course. Actually, pretty epic now that I think
No,
about
this
it,
is epic.
you know?
I think it still
Yes.
holds.
Wait, have
to
you ever
this
never
day.
been to a Sweet 16?
They were semi-pop. I probably went to like 4
Okay.
at my high school, which is honestly surprising. that my school
I did
didn't-
a whole YouTube video breakdown. Like, I was there with my fucking notebook, like, doing everything.
This
So,
is
like, I got the
amazing.
tips. I don't think that this culture is the same, but I could be wrong. It feels
Yeah,
like
you guys will have to
were-
let us know if any of your like younger siblings
Yeah,
do
yeah.
this. Wait, so back to the VIP.
Oh, the
shoes.
VIPs.
Just like bridesmaids for your Sweet
Yeah,
16.
yes.
So how many people about got VIP shoes privileges?
Like 8 to 10. Yes.
And all they could wear whatever, black or white, but
Black
then
or white.
red shoes
Red
meant they
shoes.
were like
any,
Brooke's besties.
Any type of red shoes. Yeah, it was like, you know, it would be so epic if you guys like match my dress. I mean, I had a dress change. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I wore a big dress and then I changed into like a little dress. I mean, this was just the fucking Sweet 16, guys. The wedding is gonna have to be next level. Like
This is
that's
so
why
good. Yeah, you're
and
gonna
I
have
never
to-
dreamt of my wedding because I had such an epic Sweet 16 that I feel like I fulfilled
You
all
got
my
that
life dreams.
No,
you know?
it sounds so fun.
It's like-
It's so good. Were there goodie
Yeah.
bags or was the sweatshirts passed out, or what were the sweatshirts a part of?
I do believe everybody either got a sweatshirt or a towel. Now that I think about it, with it embroidered. I remember like we got like the logo file and we like brought it to like a woman who like did embroidery and like she like, you know,
This
put
is
it in her like
amazing.
computer. It was giving a bode before a bode.
A boat. It's giving a
Yes,
boat.
and there was other things that happened at this party. We had like a dessert. You know, my mom crushed the dessert
Of
bar.
course.
We rented furniture. There was like a lounge, like, but no one fucking used it. I mean,
Lounge. Maybe the
with
parents
like red
did.
pillows and stuff. The DJ was really good. I don't remember much. Oh, so do you know about the 16 candles?
No.
So you essentially do speeches for 16 people in your life or 16 groups of people. I mean,
so you did that?
Yeah.
This is literally a wedding. You're so right.
no, I know. And it like, you know,
So
it's,
you had 16 speeches.
when you do it or when you know you're receiving one, it's really fun. But for everybody else, like you're just sitting through like an hour
Yeah.
or two of speeches. Like,
to my best friend.
yes, I kept it brief, but like I had to get all my like stuff like checked over. My mom's best friend Rose, shout out to Rose. Like
Rose.
she was my editor. Like she was like,
God, this is. I didn't know half of this.
yeah, no. So it was like, you know, first candle to my mom, like, you know, and then
Oh.
she came up, we took the picture to my dad, like whatever. I honored my dead relatives, not to be dark, but like no,
Wow.
it was like it kind of sad, kind of happy.
So this was during the seated portion, I would imagine. While
Yeah,
everyone's eating their chicken tenders.
I do believe because I feel like
That
I
makes
like
sense.
was rushed to eat, you know,
Yeah,
in the
you know.
changing room.
Yeah. You were getting makeup touch-ups. Did you get your makeup and hair done? You
I
must
did
have.
get my makeup. Yes, of course. My mom.
you go to, like, the
flew out
counter?
Her,
No
they
way.
literally dumped their fucking life savings into this party. Can I talk about that? And I love them for that because they were like,
She flew out her. Don't tell me she flew out her makeup and hair.
hair. I
cute.
had someone the Long Island Salon, of course.
Oh, yeah,
you
of
know. too tight curls.
Of
but
course.
that was in at the
that
time.
was in. It
at
was
the
good for the
time.
times.
Yeah, makeup. My mom was on HSN at that time. That's how we originally met, because it was like a Florida-based job. Basically, my mom went back and forth, and she had this one makeup artist, Wade, who she just loved so much. Wade, and he. I saw him kind of recently, like a few years ago. I was like, you were like a core part of my childhood. Like,
yeah.
My guy.
Is he still doing makeup?
Yeah.
Oh, go
He's
Wade.
great if he lives in Tampa, use him.
Wow.
Yeah, you could use him when you go.
Yeah, I should use him.
Yeah, if you ever need your glam.
I don't think I have Tampa glam.
I'll connect you. He's great.
Thanks, me and Wade.
Wow, I feel like that was a ride. But if you know, I mean, this was definitely like a done up Sweet 16. But then there's the next level of like literally bring in the new car, like bring in the like.
Oh, and then go outside.
Yes.
There's keys.
I'm trying to think of like the nicest one that I personally went to, because I definitely went to some.
Sounds very.
No,
nice.
mine was lovely. I have to say, my parents put their whole ass everything into
that.
Into that party. They did. Yeah, I wish that you could have been there. I didn't invite any like YouTube friends, because at the time it was.
So yeah, I guess you did have a YouTube.
I did. No,
but I don't remember feeling offended that I wasn't there. We were
very early into our friendship. I mean, my room was like in its childhood form, and I went home and I filmed a video about my sweet, like I gave my tips. Like
I need to find
the
this
tips
video.
to have a great Sweet 16. I feel like I had a lot of responsibility. I had to write those speeches.
Yeah, 16 candles, 16 speeches is a lot, Brooke.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Then you have to decide. You're like, okay, like I remember, Fran gave me a candle, so I have to give her.
Yeah, true. No, it's literally like bridesmaids. It's like, I was a bridesmaid for her wedding. Like, do I need to have her for mine? Like stuff like that. That's really funny. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Did people how many did you say you went to?
Like 4 probably.
But there were a good amount.
Like a few of them were very like, past apps. There were no seated dinners, I don't think, though. But it was like past apps, dance floor, DJ. Like she had an entrance maybe, but I don't actually know.
Yeah. Oh, and then I picked a song for all the 16 candles. I was like, no, it was a job. It was a job.
So like before you introduced each person, it was like their song.
Yeah, like I had to, coordinate with the DJ, give him a list.
God,
Everything was very well organized. No, I swear.
Did you have rehearsal, like a rehearsal dinner for your birthday party?
No, but I do remember like the night before, like my family started flying in. Like I met my grandma's boyfriend for the first time then.
Oh,
and, it was like
the welcome party.
No, it really was. And I remember, and then the morning after eating bagels with everybody at the table.
The debrief after all those Shirley Temples.
No,
did you drink?
No, I did not.
Okay, I was thinking.
I feel like there were Sweet 16s that I did drink a little for before I was, and then the whole time I'm there, I'm like, they're gonna find out.
They're gonna know. They're gonna tell my mom.
Because there were like stories of boys,
like
boys who were like would show up too drunk and they wouldn't let you in or something.
Yeah.
And so I remember getting so pissed and being like, I remember I found out afterwards that like the guys drank from my sweet, and you were like, how can you guys do this to me?
I know, it's like you needed that to have fun at my Sweet 16. No, now I'm thinking like I definitely had tried alcohol by age 16.
I didn't drink for like all of them though. Like it was very much so like there was one that it was like everybody's drinking for this one. Like it was a big
like
blowout.
They have chill parents or like
yes.
That's blah blah's birthday. That'll be chill. No, I know what you mean. Oh my God, that's so crazy.
Yeah, and it was like a big thing. Like, are we drinking for that one? Like, no. And I was like, I don't want to. I'm nervous. Yeah.
So when you have maybe a daughter one day, like, would you propose this idea to her?
I would. I would say that I think it's really fun and like,
You know how to do it. You could tell her
it's
about
tradition
yours.
At this point.
Yeah, it's Michio women tradition. Like you have to keep it going.
Pass it down. Would you?
If it sounds like so fun. No, of course. It's actually kind of crazy that I didn't do a big party.
Wait, what did you do for?
I did. We didn't rent it out. Like there were fully other people, but it was like a yacht situation. But like it was like you could buy tickets. Like like
a boat, like a party boat. But, like,
it was like a party boat, but I just had like a table at it, and there was like a dance floor, and there was like
so fun.
It was so fun, but there was only like 15 of us. You had
to pick your.
Yeah, I had to pick my
15.
faves. Yeah, maybe it was 20.
That's good. Some people did like. I mean. If you didn't have a Sweet 16, you were doing like a trip or something. Like it was definitely very put your whole thing into it,
Playing into
it.
I
don't want to have a Sweet 16. I'm gonna I mean that's very introspective at that age to be like I don't want all the attention on me or whatever.
I was like I want that attention.
Everybody
at that age,
16 speeches isn't enough.
Yeah.
And we need to
No, we got to keep going. Like 16
a bonus.
A bonus, No, I would consider it for sure if she was
You
down.
would have crushed it with the speeches and the.
I would have loved that. No, it definitely wasn't as big of a thing. But I do hear that Long Island, it was the thing.
This message is brought to you by Old Navy. As you guys know, we like to be literal gals on the go. Whether we're at a spin class or running errands, we are always on the move. And that's why we love it when we discover an activewear line that's perfect not only for going to the gym, but also something you can casually wear while you're out and about, getting things done, going to the juice bar, maybe taking a ginger shot. So that being said, today we want to tell you guys about Studio Smooth, which is Old Navy's newest active line for women. 3 years in the making, Studio Smooth was born from a passionate team of fabric experts, designers, and real-world testers who wanted to create clothes that not only look good, but that wear well. Each product was physically tested to be able to withstand your favorite activities, whether that's a 3-hour hike or just chasing after your little ones in the backyard. I just got my Studio Smooth, and thanks to that butter soft feel and the lightweight breathability, I'm comfortable from morning into night. Plus, they've thought of all those extra little things that women need and love, like leggings with pockets that fit your phone, a non-pinching waistband so you're not dying to take your pants off the second you get home. You can shop Old Navy's Studio Smooth collection in-store and online at oldnavy.com.
Should we do our favorite of the week?
Yeah, let's.
What do you
What am I loving? I'm like, what did I?
Is it the pit?
No, I mean, it could be the pit. I feel like I've talked about it like 80 million times, and I spent my entire weekend. I haven't
so
binged
fun.
a show this.
It's the best feeling.
I mean, 14-hour long episodes. I was in
14-hour long episodes.
14.
Oh, 14
comma.
Yeah.
1 hour long episodes.
And
it's a dialogue heavy show. Like, you need to be locked in. There's not a lot like actively happening on the screen. It's very much so like, you know.
And I saw your story that Ben came and put a stethoscope around you.
Yes.
That's really cute.
Even though he doesn't want to watch the medical show. I can't imagine these people that would want to watch it.
Why would he want to watch that? He would just see more of what he does.
Yes. And then I just ask literally a million questions.
Can you come here for a second?
I'm like, does that really happen? He's like, it's a TV show. Like, you know, when it's like really dramatic, crazy stuff. No, my real favorite is my Freya bag. Is that how you say it, Freya?
Freya, like it sounds like it's with a Y.
Freya, because you interviewed the founder for.
Yeah, she was on AM Uncovered. She's so cool. She had a sick bag while in her apartment, and you literally influenced me. Is it this bag?
Yeah,
you influenced me to get that bag in a different color.
I don't think I ever really talked about this
bag,
didn't. Right? Yeah. No. So it's the Mercer bag. I have it in the oat color. I mean, I just love these bags. The price is right.
Seriously,
like $300, which is definitely like, but they are the quality of a $300 bag. Like, it's, you know, it's not gonna. It's showing no signs of wear and tear. It looks like I just bought it, and I've been using this thing a ton.
It goes with everything. Mm-hmm. Hers is like this beautiful cream beige color. It's so good. It's like such a chic. It looks very similar to this Alaya bag that like I've been wanting, but I was like, and then I saw Brooke's Freya, and I was like, immediately. That's
it wears really nicely on your arm. Like,
yeah,
it's like definitely structured. It actually fits more than you think it would.
It's so chic. It's just the structured bag. Lines. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I really like their price points of their bags too, because I feel like it lets you experiment. Like, this is a style that I wouldn't probably want to invest in a design, like a real like, you know, crazy designer prices in, because like I like it, but I wanted to see, you know, what's the vibe.
Yeah, like for example, if you guys are wondering, I think this bag is maybe $200 or $300. And my friend, when we were in Texas, I brought another one of my Freya bags, and she was like, can't wait one day to buy a bag like this. Like, it's probably so expensive. I was like, no, it's like $200 or $300. She was like, oh, like I didn't realize, like it feels like it's like this design, and it is this amazing designer bag, but you would think it's like department store level.
No, it's really that great, and I feel like you see everybody walking around with them. It feels like it's very much so the it bag right now.
At least in New York City, like Freya bags are everywhere. You're so right.
Totally.
And they just came out with a butter yellow collection, like 2 different bags in butter yellow.
Really?
So good. Of course I got it. Of course. Not this.
No, you're such a supporter of the brand. I feel like
I love the brand.
We gotta get you like a discount code or something. I feel like
I know. We should get a gal's discount code for Freya. Well, we'll keep you guys posted on
it. Yeah. What are you loving?
My favorite is So You Coated, I feel. I wonder if you've tried these. Everyone's talking about them. The Drizzleicious.
Yes, of course. I mean, this has been in my Costco rotation for a while now.
Really?
Yes.
You're like, girl, I've been eating these.
No, they're really good. I had one last night. I mean, like, I had the mini bags or the big bags?
I got the big bag.
Yeah, it depends what mood you're in. See,
I like a big bag, and then I just
seal it up.
It's like, I don't even count calories, but it's like 20 is like 90 calories, like 20 of those little things.
No, they very much so. It's just out of convenience. It's like, do you want the portable size?
What do you like the mini size?
I was doing the mini size for a while, But
Yeah.
I just
I was
got
on the minis.
I got a big. I haven't even tried it yet, actually, because I have been eating the small bags. But I got a big one of French toast flavor.
Yum.
I'm
Oh
interested.
yeah, we didn't even talk about the flavor.
Yeah, what flavor do you like?
I have birthday cake.
Yum.
And I'm obsessed because I love anything birthday cake batter flavored.
Yeah.
These are, if you don't know what we're talking about, they're mini rice cakes and they're just drizzlicious. I got them on Amazon with this amazing, delicious birthday cake tasting. So what do you get?
They also have s'mores, which is really good. They're all like, it's like a quote like chocolate, I guess, but it's not overpowering. Like it's not like, oh my gosh, I just ate like a bar of chocolate flavor. It's more so,
it's a drizzle.
It is.
It's really a drizzle. Like some have more than others.
Yes. Oh, I love that when you get a big juicy one with all the chocolate. I'm like, oh,
Like, yes.
They have a cinnamon one that's like, if you like cinnamon, like Toast Crunch, it's more like that. I got like a multi-pack, so like I have, what's the other flavor in it? Maybe it was birthday cake too.
That's a fun Costco purchase.
Yes. I mean, it's a big, box. Was it yours?
Yeah.
Came as a big box
Well,
too.
mine came in a box of like 2 big bags.
Oh, the big bags.
Yeah, the big bags. But oh my God, guys, it's so good. Like, because I feel like people will post. Did you post these?
I think maybe at some point, probably not like being like, these are amazing. I've shown them like in my hauls and stuff.
Yeah, well, maybe I saw it there because I feel like it took like seeing like 5 different influencers talking about these drizzlicious mini rice cakes, and I finally got them, and they did not disappoint. Like they taste so good, and they're like perfect if you want a little sweet treat.
What I said when I showed them, I was like, I feel like I'm giving almond mom when I show these, but they're really not. Like, because they are very like rice cake.
No, I know. I was like, are these gonna be good? No, they're freaking tasty.
Yeah.
They're so good. So that's my favorite.
Okay, if you're a renter and you're not using Bilt, what are you doing? We're out here racking up points on coffee runs, travel, literally everything, so why not on rent too? Rent is one of your biggest monthly expenses, and with Bilt, you can finally make it work for you. There's no cost to join, and just by paying rent, you unlock flexible points that can be transferred to your favorite hotels and airlines, a future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and more. When you pay rent through Bilt, you unlock 2 powerful benefits. First, you earn one of the industry's most valuable points on rent every month. No matter where you live or who your landlord is, your rent now works for you. Second, you gain access to exclusive neighborhood benefits in your city. And the neighborhood benefits are so fun. Think extra points on dining out, complimentary post-workout shakes, free mats or towels at your favorite fitness studios, and even cool local experiences that only Bilt members can access. And when you're ready for that next getaway, Bilt points can be converted to your favorite miles and hotel points around the world. So yes, your rent can literally take you places. So if you're not earning points on rent yet, come on, let's change that. Start paying rent through Bilt and take advantage of your neighborhood benefits by going to joinbilt.com/galsonthego. That's joinbilt.com/galsonthego.
I have a game. It's not really a game, but it's something I want you to do, and I hope you don't hate me for it.
Oh my gosh, no, I'm here for it. I'm nervous.
So, or maybe you already knew this. Did you know you can see how many 1-star ratings you've gotten on Uber
Oh my god, no.
as a passenger? So we're gonna do this together.
Have you done it yet?
I did it already, and I will say mine. So if you go to Uber, we're gonna do this
And
together.
does it tell you who you got it from or no? Just
No, it just says, and it's only your last 500 rides.
I mean, that's a lot.
So,
That's
like,
a lot to pull
obviously,
from it.
you can see your rating, but this will show you how many 1-star
Okay.
ratings you got.
Wait, how do you do it?
So you're on Uber.
Yeah.
Go to settings,
So account and then
account settings, and then click privacy.
Hold on, I have to find settings.
No, it's okay.
Okay, settings.
Settings, and do you see privacy with the lock?
Yes.
And then it'll say, you guys should do this with us. It'll say, would you like to see summary of how you use Uber?
Mm-hmm.
Scroll all the way down, or scroll down to ratings.
Okay.
View my ratings. And you can see how many 1-star ratings you've gotten.
Damn. Okay.
Do you want me to share
These
mine?
cannot be recent. I mean, it's not a
Mine, I mean, I'll show you mine first. Do you want me to say it?
Yeah.
I have 9 1-star ratings.
I have 10. And I'm shocked.
That makes me feel better. Like, I feel like that's good. We both had basically the same.
I am shocked. I feel that I know I'm sure that they're the few times that I've been drinking and it's with a group. I know for sure because it's like
But like
you have to
not
put down
even.
the back seat and you have
Yeah. I think it's for me what I was thinking, yes, drinking and like if you're like the person that called the Uber,
maybe.
loud, and then I was also thinking sometimes like if you can't find the Uber and then they get like annoyed with you, or if I'm not outside yet. But I'm like, they remembered that at the end, you know? And then they rated you 1-star. But yeah. So
Damn, you remembered me. Oh my god, I hate to see that.
I know. And then I have 0 2-star ratings actually.
I have 8.
That's
It really
so
came
weird.
for me.
No, but should we say our Uber ratings? Mine's not that good.
Mine's really not that good.
Mine's 4.87.
Mine's 4.81. What did I do?
I feel like you're so kind and respectful.
What did I do to them?
No, I know. It literally makes me so upset.
And I'm not even specific about the pickup point. Like, I will walk to you.
You know what it is? We are totally both the people in our friend group that are calling the Ubers.
So if someone's like loud, I did read one time somewhere that like even if you slam the door too loud, sometimes they'll, whatever.
My God.
mean, I don't really eat in Ubers. I'm pretty fucking good. I'll say it.
No, you are really good. That's why I wanted to see what yours is.
I'm shocked. And now I'm taking Lyft. Fuck you, Uber. No, I'm sorry. Like, that's
Brooke's
fucked
mad.
up. I'm so
I wonder
pissed.
if Lyft you can see it too.
I'm like upset now.
Brooke got her feelings hurt.
I'm sorry. I mean, I do have 455 5-star. Like,
it says the data here does not reflect your ratings in real time. Please note ratings are optional. Not everyone will give you a rating.
so it's only the last 500 ratings.
Yes.
It's not like,
Yeah, so honestly, these could be from college. Who knows? I don't know how. I mean, that's definitely like 8 years ago now or whatever, but like, or no.
who's out here like actually giving like a 3-star or a 4-star though? Like, they're like, she was okay, I guess.
I know.
Like, conversation was boring. Like, what are they really rating us on? Like, come on.
I know. I like hardly talk to them. So now, ever since I discovered this like 3 days ago, and I was like, I'm totally bringing this up on the podcast. But now when I get in the Ubers, I'm like, hi, how are you? Like, you know, closing the door lightly. Like,
Oh, you're trying to be like on your best behavior.
you know what? We should ask one time. You know when like sometimes Ubers are chatty.
Yeah.
And they like want to chat about
what's your
being an
rating
Uber
scale?
driver. Yeah, be like, so I gotta ask, like, how often do you rate your passengers? Because you know sometimes we
Yeah.
get those Ubers and they like want to chat. We should chat with them about that.
I'm only saying all of this out of anger because I will say I really don't rate an Uber bad because I know that it really impacts them and I know that they get kicked off the app if they go over under a certain number.
I always do 5 stars unless like
Or
there
I
was
do
a
no
huge
rating.
or 4 or
I
none.
X out. Like if I'm not going to give them 5 stars,
Close out the
I
app.
close out because
Yeah.
I say it's not even worth it.
No, I don't want
Unless
to
it's
give you the
dangerous.
bad business.
Like, you know, there's been like maybe one time ever that I'm like that was simply dangerous. Like, you know, there was like something
Yes.
I was in an accident once. I told you about. I mean, it was
Weren't
like
we
a little
together?
tap on the way to the airport?
Oh no.
Was I with you?
I was in an Uber with someone in New York and we got in an accident.
I think I was on the way to Italy like a year ago.
Oh,
like,
okay.
And it was just a tap, but like, you know, I mean, I'm
You
going
were
to
there.
say I got into an accident. Like,
It
you
feels
know,
weird to not
happened.
report that, yeah.
Just in case it ever comes back
No,
around.
totally.
Like, I'm going to say there was a little tap situation.
There was
like,
a tap. I was in the back
yeah.
seat.
Besides that,
You should have like everyone in your life do this now. Like now this is going to be my new party trick.
damn.
I bet like I need you guys to DM us how many 1-star ratings you have because I'm just curious if we're
Maybe I'm going to say that like a few of them just clicked too quickly.
yeah definitely.
Oh,
But it is especially upsetting because I'm the same way. I'm not like out here rating them bad because I know it affects them. And they're
yeah,
all-
no, I wouldn't. I really don't. I mean, like, there's definitely some uncomfortable Ubers or some that you're like, I don't know if that was, you know,
Yeah.
the best experience for me. But, you know, he's doing his job.
Exactly.
He's
I was
doing her job,
recently Excuse me. I was recently in an Uber. I forget if I told you about this. I was in an Uber and we were in the back seat. And we were all talking about a video and I was like, oh, and we were talking pretty loud. We were on the highway and I was like, oh, wait, let me show you guys the video. Within 2 seconds of playing it, he goes, can you guys please turn that off? It's very distracting. And we were like, oh my God. I felt so. And then we turned it off and we all just got silent. He's like, I'm so sorry. Or he didn't even say sorry. He was just like, it's just distracting. Like, I'm on the highway, which totally understood. But what if we were playing music? And we weren't being crazy. We were just on our way to dinner on a Sunday night.
I've never had that happen. That must be like you guys were just especially like.
I know. I definitely had the volume pretty high on the on my phone, but I was
I mean,
like,
he's a real one for saying something, but he's definitely one of those 1 stars.
yeah, like I think I did a closeout, but like I would have rated him 1 star, yeah, because I was like, wait.
Oh no, I mean he would have rated you 1 star.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
annoyed with you.
Oh yeah.
You would have rated him 1 star.
No, well, I
No.
didn't rate him a 1 star. I was trying to make
I
him feel
feel
better.
so guilty. Like I just am like, oh my God. Like I feel like I carry that burden.
No,
with me
that's
when
what I
do
said.
that,
I
you know?
closed it out, but then I thought you said that you
No.
would rate it 1 star. So I was like, yeah, sure, I would.
No,
do
I mean he rated you 1. He's like loud noise 1 star. Like
Yes, he could have been my 9, my 9th rating, my 9th 1 star.
Oh my gosh. The only thing that I could think of is if it's difficult to find you. I mean, I do go to concerts late night. And the Mirage is like a crazy place when you're trying to get an Uber
Yeah,
from
and
there.
you're
So
like-
the past few years, maybe.
I've been with you before where it's one of us calling the Uber and we're like,
Yeah.
wait, where? Hold on, like, sorry, can't hear you. 1 sec, like, but like I feel like that's anyone. So maybe that's when they're rating us 1 star.
I can't get over the 2 stars from. It's the 2 stars from me.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
What gives you like what's a 2? Like you were tolerable but really bad. Like I'm just more annoying than you, though. I'm really fucking annoying. Like, they probably get in their car and they're like, one.
But you like don't talk. It's not like you're in the, like if you're alone in an Uber, how could you be annoying?
If I'm alone in an Uber, I'm a great passenger. I have my headphones in.
Yeah.
I play whatever music
you
want.
plug in. You like don't talk to them.
One of these might be like the one time my phone died and I asked for a wire.
Yeah, but usually they like offer.
I'm not like taking their waters and stuff.
No,
like,
you're not. If anything, I'm like, I have needs.
Oh, you asked about my mom asked about the AC. And
yeah,
stuff.
I
She's
definitely.
like, can you turn
needs.
up the AC? And I'm like, you're totally allowed to do that, but for me, I'm like, that's illegal. Like, I personally.
You're like, I'm just gonna.
Personally,
be
I'll get arrested, but like. You know.
Yeah, like you would never. Like you don't want to inconvenience them at all. Like that's how you've always been. I definitely like. Literally today, when we were on the phone on our way here, I usually would like maybe sometimes do a speakerphone call, and I was like, let me put in my AirPods. I did that because I was thinking, oh, what if they rate me bad because I'm doing a speakerphone call? Like
and I always do headphones. I mean, I definitely watch some TikToks out loud, I guess, but not full blast.
But sometimes they have their music playing or their radio show playing or something.
Yeah.
So, and
or
they'll take calls, and I'm not like.
Sometimes they say, is it okay if I take calls? I say, of course. Yeah. I'm going to take my own call then, too.
Then we'll just
be dueling calls.
We'll just do these calls together.
Should we all merge in together?
Yeah, should we do a merge?
I don't care if they listen to their own thing. I really don't care.
No, same. I'm like, as long as I can do my own thing and you can do your own thing, we are fine. This is so funny.
I'm like personally offended by that.
I totally was like, expecting to tell you and you're going to be like, no, I already know that.
No, I did not know that.
I just found out on Reels, actually. It wasn't a TikTok, it was on Reels. Different content, you know?
Oh, that's shocking. What else has been going on? Oh, when we went to LA, we took one of the driverless cars. People were shocked by that.
We both put our phones down. We were like, we have so much to talk about. Guys, we did a Waymo. We rode a self-driving car.
I didn't think this was a big deal until afterwards.
We're sitting at Earth Cafe. We're being basic, like 2013 girlies. And we were talking about going to Erewhon, another super basic thing.
I would give us 1 star too after this conversation, by the way. This
yeah.
is like,
I would give us
this like maybe
1-star conversations. That's our title. And I was like, wait, Brooke, it's a really short ride. Should we try a Waymo, one of these self-driving cars? And Brooke was like, sure. Like she wasn't like, oh my God, this is crazy. She was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. Like she was so down. I was like, great. But then like as we're waiting for the car to come, I'm like, oh my God, it's almost here. And Brooke's like, okay, yeah, I've probably done one of these before. And I'm like, really? Like I've never done
familiar. I don't know.
She was being so nonchalant, which is so not Brooke. For something like this, I was expecting red panic to the gods.
Yeah, but for some reason, I've just seen so much content around it.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff.
felt comfortable.
It was still, I was very excited when it pulled up and everything. And, you know, we were.
It pulled up. That was crazy.
I know. I saw a comment saying that it didn't come close enough to the curb for the person's
I saw that
liking.
comment too. I have a TikTok, by the way, of like our experience. It's very funny.
Go watch it.
Watch it.
Very to get the full context.
But Brooke filmed it like pulling up, and it like put its blinker on to pull over.
It was very safe to me, but it didn't. I understand what they're saying. It didn't like. It wasn't touching the curb like a normal Uber Lyft would. Like it kind of was like in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
But it had its turn signal on.
And it was like a neighborhood type road. It seemed a lot of roads in LA are like that though, so I don't understand.
Where it's like a side
street, like a lot of side streets. But it pulled up. We got in. I didn't realize until I watched the vlog afterwards that you noted that it said DC on the outside when I called it. We got in and it gave us so many instructions. We buckled up immediately.
Yeah, I don't think it would drive if we didn't buckle up. Like it was very much so like you have to buckle, you have to buckle, you have to buckle. Yeah.
That was crazy.
Which we obviously planned on doing anyways. But I like that it kept you, there was a screen in the back that like told you everything that it was doing at every time, like what it was thinking. It was like, you know, waiting for intersection, like pausing for this. Like so I felt
Yeah, that's true. Like we knew why it was doing what. There was at one point Brooke was like, okay, we've got the big turn. We're taking a left-hand turn at an intersection.
Yeah.
That's a busy one. And it did a great job, you know, because when you're in those left-hand turns, you know, you have to decide when it turns yellow, are you going to be in the middle of the intersection and just be able to take it right before it turned red? Or are you backing up and you're going to wait till the next green?
Yeah. But he took a risk.
He did
a good job.
He did a good job. I also feel like when other cars, like I saw the cars see that we were in a Waymo and they're like, we're going to let the Waymo go because it's a Waymo. Like maybe that's the hack is ride in a Waymo. No one will bother you.
Yeah. It definitely was a crazy experience. Like the car pulls up with no one.
We were
and
giggling.
It's fully like a robot and you're like, how is this like happening? Everyone afterwards that we kept telling the story to, they were like, oh my God, like telling us the few Waymo horror stories. And they go into like, did you hear about the time the girls got locked inside one? Or like, did you hear about the time that it was robbed at gunpoint? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no, and thank God I didn't know that before because I would have freaked out.
But here's the thing, I would totally get in another one. Would you?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
I had so much fun.
my thing is like
No star ratings on a Waymo.
Wait,
Call back.
Wait, did it not ask you to rate it at the end though?
Yes, I rated it, but
Oh.
there's no way they're rating us, right?
But I feel bad. We need to give him 5.
We did. Remember, you
We
watched
did,
me. I
yes.
rated it.
We
I
gave
did.
him 5
we
stars.
did rate
Excellent driver.
it. We looked at it together.
Well, and then I had questions like if it gets pulled over.
Yeah. Hey,
happens?
officer. Do you need a registration?
Who assumes the liability? Like the company does? The company.
The
But, like,
company.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know,
I
it
just
gets
feel like
pulled-
they wouldn't pull over
I
a Waymo.
agree, but what if it does something that's like it just glitches and like something goes wrong? It cuts through an intersection on a red, and when it's
Yeah, I have no idea. There were also no brakes, like in the back seat. There were none, which is good because we would probably like
the e-brake, yeah.
there were no emergency brakes.
And it said not to touch the wheel. People were asking that. They're like, "What happens if you just grab the wheel?" Like,
I don't want to know.
I don't. We didn't try that. You know,
I don't
we're not
want to
gonna-
know.
We weren't risky with it.
There's probably a world where they don't even really need the steering wheel.
We were
it's just-
watching this wheel turn and everything,
was-
which was crazy. Like you just saw it like whipping like a ghost.
No, it's great. And there were times we were driving pretty fast, and we were like, "Oh my god, we are driving fast."
Real speed. What was I saying about the Waymos? Oh, I was saying the safety thing. Now I'm sure that there's going to be someone who's like, "Oh, there's the one thing about the safety." My thing is, as a girl who travels mostly in these Ubers and Lyfts and things like that by myself, like the risk of the driver like taking me for a ride or like God forbid like something going wrong, like I feel the human risk is equal to the Waymo risk
Totally.
in terms of getting a bad
Yeah.
actor or something involved
Yeah,
here.
you
Like
no bad
you
faith
know?
actors in this.
No,
at
there's
all.
just the computer.
There's just the computer. You don't have to worry about talking to anyone in the front seat. Like you don't have to worry about your safety in that way.
You know, because we do travel. Like I was thinking about it. It got me thinking. I was like, wow, most of my times I take like a rideshare car, like I am alone. I would
Yeah.
say 90% of the times I'm alone.
Definitely 90% at least. Yeah, that we're alone.
So
But the thought of being in a Waymo at night alone in the middle of nowhere, not that you really would be.
no, I
is kinda
don't know what the
scary.
answer is. But then again, it's like people are like, oh, you got in a car with no driver. I'm like, you get in a car with a stranger. Like, what's the
Right.
real objective
I know.
difference there?
And like as long as you're like locked and
I mean, it would just become so normalized. But I feel like, you know, like back 10 years ago, people were like, you get in a car with a stranger, that's wild. But Waymo will
yeah,
become that way
Waymo will
too.
be that new thing that people get used to. No, it was really awesome. Like I think it was even more amazing than we even thought. I mean, there was a way to play music. We played EDM or house music, whatever.
There was like stations.
There was
yeah,
stations, and it was
yeah.
good music, like music we knew. At first, I thought it was like royalty-free, copyright-free music.
Yeah, because we were like, we did like the chill playlist.
It was like elevator music, and then we had some like Louis the Child.
We like rolled down the windows. We were being a little loud. We were like,
were
we
like,
don't
we
have to
could be
worry about
loud.
it. Yeah, because we were like kept like geeking out about
And
how.
we were like, oh my god! Oh wait, we can say
Yeah.
we can be as loud as we want.
I know.
We
for
won't
some
get a
reason,
1-star
the
rating.
windows down felt illegal, but
Yeah, we were like, can we put the windows down? It was crazy, but I think people in LA are kind of used to it because like we were looking at the lights and no one's like looking at us like, oh my god, they're in a Waymo. Except when we pulled up to Erewhon when we got out, I feel like everyone was like, whoa.
it was giving celebrity VIP.
It was
Yeah.
giving celebrity VIP, and it like wasn't that expensive because remember we looked at the price after and it was very comparable
Yeah,
to
wasn't
an
it
Uber.
around
It was-
$15 for
yeah.
like a few miles of a drive? It was like a 20-minute drive.
It ended up being a longer drive than we
Yeah.
thought. Like I thought it was gonna be like a 10-minute drive, 20-minute drive for $15. I mean, in this economy,
I don't know what the going rate is in LA, but I feel like the Ubers
felt right.
fluctuate.
it felt right.
It felt like.
Felt
yeah.
fair, should I say?
It felt fair.
It
That's
felt
what it is. 'Cause
fair.
we didn't rent a car this time. We relied solely on Uber.
No, because we got in a car accident, kind of a
Oh
little
my
tap.
God, yeah.
They call it in LA. Someone said this. I don't know if you
A
were there or
love
not. Bumper cars. Like someone I was with was like, "Oh, I've played bumper cars before," and I'm like, "Oh, I guess that's when you're in that bad of traffic. It's just bumper cars at the end of the day." Because there was nothing wrong with our rental car.
No,
just
that
got a
was.
little love
And it
tap.
wasn't our fault.
No, we were fully.
We got tapped.
That was crazy. That was,
Yeah, that
we were
was
on our
so
way
wild.
to Malibu. Got
We were having
tapped.
such a fun day. We were like, whoa.
Yeah. Whoa, dude. How's your neck? Like,
My neck.
I feel like it's just like from the movie. I mean, and just being safe, but you're always like,
No,
how's
it
my
is.
neck?
It
Like,
is. And then like, you know, some people they say like, oh, you should go to the hospital because like you're able to like write it off with your
Yeah.
insurance or whatever. If you're like, oh, my neck, like we got out of the car.
we were like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Are you? And we're like, yeah, I think so. Like, we'll see tomorrow. Like, silly
we
thing.
could have really milked that. We could have shown up with like a neck brace and been like,
I know.
oh,
Sir.
we were in an accident.
I know, and the guy was like so chill. He was
No, he
so
wasn't
lucky.
even apologetic.
No,
It
he was
horrible.
so like he's so lucky that we were like nice.
I know. The gals are too nice, maybe. And
Yeah,
but
that's
I'm too nice, but I get all these 1-star ratings. Something's not
I
adding
know
up.
something. You're gonna get. To
I
the
think that
bottom
they have a
of
hidden
this.
agenda against me.
I wonder.
And I don't know if it's the drivers or Uber themselves, and I'm worried about it.
Yeah, I don't take Lyft a lot anymore. I gotta say.
Really?
I take Uber. I find because I'm really impatient, Uber is quicker. But sometimes Lyft is cheaper, so then I'll wait. But like Lyft often it like doesn't call as fast, or am I like is this the New Yorker
I think it
in
depends
me?
on the place you're at. I do feel.
Oh, okay, maybe that's what it is. Do you
And the
take
time
Lyft?
of day, like there's a lot of varying factors.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. Wait.
There's
no.
a place to find your ratings on.
There is, but I'm seeing if there's 1-star ratings. Lyft. I don't know, because this person had only said. It doesn't look like you can see your 1 stars on Lyft. So
Can
Uber
you see your
just-
overall rating on Lyft?
Yeah, you can see your overall rating
What
on
is
Lyft.
and is it with like the last same, like the 500 rides? Or
Wow, I don't use Lyft. It's like I'm having to re-download it. I haven't used it in a second. I
oh
guess.
wow. Wait, I'm gonna
I think you
quickly
can
look.
see
Here
it
we go. I want
quickly.
to see my ratings real quick.
Like today, did you take Uber or Lyft? I'm curious. Or did you take Revel? We also have Revel here in the city.
do you ever take that?
I took it once.
I don't have the app for that.
Yeah, no, I was
Yeah,
just like kidding
for
about
fun.
Revel. I was just
No,
like-
I have not tried that one yet. Where do I go under?
It says tap the menu button, 3 horizontal lines in the top left corner, then select view profile under your name, and your rating will be displayed below your name.
Oh, view profile.
Oh boy, let's see, Brooks. Is it good?
I have a 5-star rating on Lyft. I
Brooke,
want to say, and
this
I have.
is- do you ride it a lot?
68 rides.
That's amazing. 5 stars.
Yeah.
So-
9.7 years. Wow, I've been lifting. What is yours?
5 stars.
How many rides? A lot.
551. Okay. Okay.
I think I like this rating system better.
This
Yeah.
is so.
I also love.
I think I like this.
I do. I also like they have a thing here, Women Plus Connect. You'll be matched with women and non-binary drivers more often.
Oh, I love that.
I have heard about this, that you can like, and I think you literally just. I already am opted in. So every time that there's.
Oh yeah, I'm opting in as well.
I love that. Like that is like that's
Okay,
one of my
Lyft.
big problems. So that's amazing. I don't know, Danielle.
Might switch over to the Lyft side.
No, I toggle.
I toggle. I like that word. Wait, that's so funny. This episode was just full
So
of.
random. Sweet 16s and driverless cars and
Oh my. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed.
Me too.
We learned all about all kinds of things. We love you guys so much. We'll have
a guest on
a
next
guest
week.
on next week, Victoria Garrick. We're so excited. Sorry, I spoiled it, but we've already posted.
No,
that.
you're good. It's a great episode, I have to
It's-
say. We both were like, where is this going to go? And it went to a beautiful place. So
It went to a beautiful place. You guys, it is such a great conversation about friendship, post-grad, just like finding yourself and being more confident, but like not annoying confident, like confidence tips that you really want. I don't know how to
Yes.
explain it. Like
know
Victoria.
how to walk in a room and be like, I am me,
Yes, like Victoria Garrick Brown is such an amazing human. We recorded with her in LA, so that episode will be next week, and it's a fun time. So look forward to that. And we'll see you guys. See you
In
then.
a few weeks.
See you in a few weeks. Bye.